Hey, this is Vu, and today I'm going to be talking about how to hold B on DE Cobble. And actually, this is probably the toughest spot to hold on any map in the competitive rotation right now, and that's because 3B is just not enough to consistently hold on to drop zone and B, while 1A is definitely not enough to consistently hold on to A. So you're going to have to make a decision on which side you're really going to have a weaker hold towards and kind of play off of that. Now, in my eyes, one of the most effective ways to do it is just play 1A early, who either jump spots and gets information, or plays long A and just holds long A and gives up mid while giving your team information, while you play 2 towards drop and 2 towards B. Now, if you do play that setup, all you have to do to hold on to a B push is have one player at drop play this side and one player play the other side. And what you do with that is this player plays here and stops the walkway push if they're running out B, and if they go drop, he just throws a flash like that and he can actually peek in so long as that area is Molotoved off or is clear. And if they go B, he's just spotting this. You have a rifler right here spotting the cross, and then you have an opper right back here taking easy shots on any players coming out there. So you have someone watching every angle, and it's very tough for the enemy team to really deal with that. Now, of course, after you've done this a few times, they're going to notice it, but if this isn't matchmaking or in pugs, they're probably not coming B that often. They're not going to realize it too quickly, and you can win quite a few rounds off of this so long as your opper back here doesn't die very often. Now, generally, though, in matchmaking and in pugs, you're not going to have that type of team cohesion, so you're really going to be kind of working on your own or with one teammate at B. So I'll go over how you want to do this if you're playing it solo. First off, if you have an op, what you can do is run into B like this. You're going to look right at the wall so you don't get blind, come into here, and then peek out here. Now, this is a great spot in matchmaking and in pugs because teams generally won't smoke that off very often, and they won't know how to Molotov chicken coop off very often either. So you can get a lot of free kills. You just get the first one, come out, throw a pop flash over top, and then peek with it, and you're going to get another kill. It's very simple, and it's probably the best area to play to hold B in scenarios like matchmaking and in pugs, just because, like I said, teams don't really know how to deal with it. Now, if you're rifling, what you probably want to be doing is actually coming up here. You can throw a quick smoke off the box and then flash off of the box as well, and then you can peek up close. That way, generally what's going to happen is you're going to get a decent kill on the player over here if they're trying to run out. They're going to be blind a lot of the time. They're not going to know how to deal with you unless you just start to miss your shot. So it's definitely a good way to get some advantage. And actually what you can do is if they do rush out, you can throw a pretty simple Molotov, just, back up into this corner, throw it off the box there, and then you're going to get a lot of kills with that Molotov, or at the very least force them into situations they don't like. So even if you get forced back, you just throw a quick Molotov off the wall and you're in a pretty good spot. Now, if you don't get forced back, this is a great spot because of the control of the map it gives you. If you look at the way this lands, you're going to be able to get right up here, and you're going to be able to get on these boxes or around these boxes or whatever. You're going to have quite a bit of control of this area, and then you can even rotate a player off. So that means if you played 1A early, you can rotate to 2A, and that's why this is great. So you throw that smoke, throw the flash, get up here, and optimally you want the smoke to land off of the box because then it lands right here. And when it lands there, one thing you can do that not very many people seem to do is throw this Molotov and spam the smoke. Now what you're going to see, that Molotov stops this whole corner area here, and generally what's going to happen is if the terrorist team wants to go towards B and you smoke and flash them back, they're going to sit in this corner. So by Molotoving them and spamming the smoke, they have to move, and then by moving, they're going to walk right into your spray, and it's an easy kill. And that means that if you throw that Molotov and don't kill someone, they're probably not anywhere around long B, or at least they're playing it very passively, which most teams won't do in pugs. So oftentimes, if I feel like my teammates aren't really very good at holding their spots, I'll throw that smoke, throw the Molotov, spam it. If I don't kill anybody, I'll start to go through that smoke. I'll just flash myself straight through. Now, of course, this is incredibly risky, and you have to kind of know the risk reward here, but I'm just saying that if you know your team is pretty weak at holding their sites and you need to help them out, that's a pretty decent way to do it. Now, the other reason that this spot up here is great is because you're safe from drop. So when your idiot teammates die at drop and let them split B from drop and long, at least you have some sort of ability not to get killed from multiple spots. So you can just stay safe from there. You can throw a flash off of the wall and peek with it, and you can get some pretty easy kills in that way, and then you can peek back on the other side and try and get kills there. Now, if you feel like your team is competent and you don't want to go too aggressive, probably the best way to play this is just spot towards long B through this crack here. When you spot them, you unpeek, throw a flash off of the wall, and then peek with it, and generally get one kill, then just fall right off and play a safe spot, like potentially right here in the back of sight. That's generally how I would be doing it in a lot of scenarios. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.